Good morning. It is Friday. Yeah, December 1st. It's the first day of December, and I have decided to vlog in December. I just miss you guys so much, and I'll probably do another intro, so this is probably repeating myself, but I'm just going to share my day and what it's like for me as a stay-at-home mom that kind of does everything on her own. So yeah, it is 9:13 a.m. and I just dropped my kids off at preschool, and I am currently at a Michael's Craft Store parking lot because I made a return of some extra items that I did not end up using for my banister. And yeah, and here, Michael's Craft Store. And I am so excited to share the decorations in my house with you. Right now I am off to a local chain coffee shop, and I'm going to be picking up some of my favorite coffee because I need some fuel, but I'm also going to be getting a gift card for a giveaway on my Instagram page. I have two Instagram pages. One is fairly new, but it is my attempt or my goal to learn more about the city that I'm in. And I have done blog posts about this in the past, about how we've lived, Brendan and I, and we've been married for 9 years now. I started this YouTube channel at the very beginning of our marriage, actually. And some of you are subscribed to me and don't even know you're subscribed to me, and I'm gonna pop up in your inbox. You're gonna be like, who is this girl? Because you're gonna not remember who I am. But hi, I'm Danielle, and I enjoyed participating and contributing to the YouTube community for so many years, and it was something for me to do, which was so, amazing, and I could be creative, and it was just nice. So I'm craving that again, and so I'm gonna go with it. But I'm challenging myself to get to know my city more. I said when we moved to Calgary, Alberta, that this is our forever place. We were so sure and so certain that we were going to be living there that we got comfortable towards the end also and just didn't do as much. And so now I'm kicking myself and regretting that we didn't sort of make the absolute most of the time of when we were living there. And it's just fun, and where we live now is significantly smaller. But anyways, that's the whole premise of that Instagram page. It's to get to know my city more and showcase and highlight and feature what's going on in the city. And so to give back, I'm just going to give away a lot of local gift cards. So that's where I'm going right now. And again, to get fuel. Not that it seems like I need it, but inside I'm feeling I'm feeling very tired. I didn't get solid sleep because I'm still healing. I had wrist surgery just on Monday, which was just 5 days ago, on Monday. And I'm still recovering from it and healing. It's a lot more intense than minor surgery, nothing super serious, but I just had a ganglion cyst removed. But I say it's minor because it kind of is, but the healing process doesn't feel very minor because it was on a bunch of nerves and right by an artery, and I can feel everything shoot up my arm, and so I'm constantly taking Tylenol at the moment. But I don't know, I'm just tired and I'm not able to do a lot. Even peeling a banana has been hard for me. But I have rambled enough. I will check in with you guys soon. So I went in and got Like, I'm not been able to use my hand. I'm not able to put on like a bra myself, or certain shoes and pants are hard, like to button it like with your thumb or whatever. So I've had to ask Brendan like to do and help more this week than I've ever had to ask for help for anything in my life. And it's brought me to tears a couple of times, and it's hard because it's something so small, but I definitely have not thought about it or given it a second thought. Like, I just, things you take for granted. And so this week has been very humbling. I just got on here. I'm going back home. I'm going to photograph the gift card. But driving and like trying to like back up with, and you have to use this hand like when you're like looking and whatever. Oh, I just took Tylenol a bit ago, but I want to go, and I don't know, as soon as I'm able to take an Advil. It hurts so bad. I almost started crying. Like, so bad. I have like seeds in my teeth, so I don't know. Like, I can feel it. I only have one hand. Anyway, so when I get oh, we picked up the kids from school. How was school? Okay, take your jacket off and then buckle up. Right, and where are we going? Get a treat. Why are you getting a treat? I just did a killer explanation of all the stuff that just happened, and it was not recording at all. Brilliant. I feel like an idiot. All right, I don't know how much of the other part I'm gonna show or edit or any of that. I don't know. So I was just at Chapters, and we parked in a prime location, and parking lot is full, like packed. And so we are walking to the car and realized I had all the kids in the car, and I was talking to you guys, got distracted, realized that there's a car. So we're parked this way, and there was a car this way waiting for us. And I didn't realize it, and I was like, oh, I feel like a schmuck. Anyway, I start backing up, and I'll show that part here. Oh, someone's doing it now. Because it's just like, it's frustrating because it puts so much pressure on me for me to get in the car super fast when I'm not necessarily wanting to go super fast. No. Back up. I realized that there's a white car on the other side. coming in fast, hard and fast, and close, and realize they are trying to take the spot. They put the blinker on and they're trying to park in my spot that this lady off to the other side has been waiting for a while. So I'm like, oh shoot. So I'm like backing up, and I have enough space to go forward, but I realize this car keeps edging closer. I'm like, man, like, I feel bad. So what I do is I kind of do a dual off and stand still and like make this car back up more and more. So I can back up. And then the car realizes what I'm doing and doesn't move. So this is like a standoff. I honk my horn. I'll insert that here if I can. Back up.
Why come so slow? Back.
Okay, you guys just got all of that on film. I'm not gonna help that person there. So many cars. Whoa, my heart is racing. Why? You know, I feel bad because this car, from their perspective, probably thinks they were so wronged and all that, but they weren't. They were doing the wrong, and I was just being proactive and helping this person who was waiting so long for our spot. So I don't know why I'm so worked up by it, but I was like shaking, but just the injustice of it all and that feeling, I've definitely been there. I just wanted to help. Even though I helped that one person, it was kind of a lose thing because this other car obviously is pissed, but they were in the wrong. And I mean, maybe they don't know that. Maybe they do. I don't know. But if they go have a conversation with that car that took my spot, then they'll know she was there first. Like, because she was actually there first. I hope that doesn't make that awkward for them, like they are both in the store. But it's a full parking lot. There's like so many people. It's the holiday season. People just need to be way more forgiving and relax. Yeah. My mail. And see what the deal is. World Vision, and this is from our child Sakala Andrew. We call him Andrew. I'm the most grateful child in I can't say, this is what I hear all day. I can't say his community, but it's this. Can you read it, or is it going to go backwards? This right here, right there. Community. So far, to be your sponsored child, it's very interesting to hear about you and your country. I'm a young boy, not in school yet, but to start next year. He's like 6 or 7. I live in eastern part of Zambia, particularly in Katet district. The temperature is very hot and the trees started producing new leaves. Very soon the rains will start raining. For now, I have no much to say, only looking forward to hearing from you. Yours, Andrew. I'm sure he had help, because if he hasn't had schooling, then so sweet. Oh my goodness. It's 1:30, and so I'm going to hop in the shower because I haven't bathed and I'm so gross. The only way I can shower is by putting my hand in like a bag so I don't get my thing wet. And the kids are at quiet time in their rooms laying down, so this is the time I'm gonna take a quick shower. It looks so great. I just showered and put on my nighttime moisturizer, like the thick one, because of how dry it is in my area and my skin's just awful, and I have really bad rosacea. And it looks extra red during, it's extra red because I showered. So that's that. This is my dilemma. I'm exhausted, like so tired. So I'm laying down. The kids are laying down. They're asleep. I am thinking about taking a nap because I haven't gotten any sleep in like 4 days. But if I nap, I'm scared I'll stay awake too late tonight. So that's my dilemma, and I have to figure it out what I'm going to do. But I'm going to lay here for a little bit and just zen out regardless. So it is now, what time is it? 3:21. I laid down. I decided to try to edit all this on my phone. I'm new at this. I don't know the newest, latest, and greatest. I just know that I no longer have a Mac and I have a PC, and I just don't. It's making me want to cringe to like compress and whatever. I'm just gonna try to do all this on my phone and see what happens. But I had to navigate new apps, download a few, see which ones I liked, which one I didn't, and edit. So everything I've just filmed, with the exception of a 6-minute video that completely just disappeared of me sitting in my hallway, saying I had just spent my morning like doing the photo for my Instagram account and all that, and explaining why we were going to the coffee shop for treats. I don't just do treats every day. I was explaining in that video that's lost that our kids have that Melissa and Doug activity responsibility chart, and every week if it's full or they have X amount of stickers, then they are allowed to go to the coffee shop and get any treat they want, and they get to pick it themselves. And if they get all of them except for one sticker, they're magnets, I call them stickers, then they get to go to the dollar store and pick any toy that they want. And there's certain things we're really working on, like keeping our hands to ourselves and learning to pick up your toys. Just things like preschooler things. That's why we were going to Chapters today to celebrate. And then all that other stuff happened. I'm curious though, leave me a comment below. What would you have done in that situation? I've been thinking about it, and I don't feel like I need to beat myself up over it. It's just in that moment, that was like my instinct. Like that was what I chose to do. But what would you do if you were caught in that same position? Keeping in mind that I got sidetracked and I sang a bunch of stuff to you on camera about what we got at Chapters, and I was showing you pop sockets. I was talking. So this woman had been waiting a while, and I felt like such a schmuck. So bear that in mind also. But I'm super curious, what would you have done? I got on here to show you this. They snuck, instead of sleeping, they snuck into each other's room, and I'm going to show you what they've been building because it's so sweet.
It's not done yet.
It's not done yet. Will you let me know? Because I sure do want to see it.
Yeah, I'm setting up a huge ice cream tower.
Huh?
There's a big ice cream tower made right here.
All right. You guys have fun. You're playing so nice. They're playing so nice. When they get like this and they are like play well together, it's like a good moment. I'm going to put a onesie on because, like I said, I can't even put a bra on myself. And so I'm going to put on like some pajamas and blow dry my hair so it's not so crazy, and just get some snacks together, find a dinner plan. And this is where I tune off online. So because I chose to edit in my bed for a while instead of sleeping, I'm going to check out on my phone, put my phone into a drawer, and dedicate it to my kids. If they're choosing to play together, I'm going to let them do that. And if they want to spend time with me, then they know that I'll be downstairs, and usually they come get me. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I try to do in the afternoons. It's not something I do often. I'm not great at this. This is something newer and something that I really want. So this is the time that I do that. So see you later. Okay, so hi, I just spent, I don't know, maybe 25 or maybe 30 minutes on the phone with, sorry, I'll stand still, I walk and talk. I was on the phone with Astel. I just recently had to switch over to their like new cable internet or something. And so it changed our bills and all of that, and it was complicated because our bill, I mean, we usually pay, I'm just gonna tell you, $130 something a month for cable and internet, and the last month it was like 172, and I'm like, screw this, we're canceling everything. I got so like nervous. I'm like, that's just insane. But that wasn't the case at all. And then this month, meaning like it's like an installation thing, so it's not like the monthly fee or cost or whatever. So on Friday, I officially switched numbers to Saskatchewan instead of Alberta. And so now I have 3 services with SaskTel. I did the VIP bundle, which is like, I'm excited to see how that goes. Because with TELUS, I was paying, and I'm not even going to tell you what it is. It's embarrassing, an insane amount of money on my cell phone every single month because I was getting overusage charges, like you name it. You couldn't even, I couldn't even believe the phone bills I was getting. They were bad. And so this is like unlimited data, nationwide calling, like couldn't be easier. So I'm excited about that. And because of the bundle, now my internet and cable is also less. So everything is shaping up nicely in terms of that. It just took a long time on the phone figuring it all out. And I was fully prepared to be like, I don't want to be able to record. I don't want HD channels. Like that would save me another $20 alone. So I think if I got rid of that though, I wouldn't be getting the 2-year discount of like whatever it is. I don't know. They make it seem like there's this huge deal thing, but I feel like it's all sort of a hoax in a way. That's just my feelings. But it's now basically 5 p.m. and this is around the time I start thinking about dinner. I'm going to try to cook dinner. I haven't cooked all week because of my hand, but I did pick up and tidy and it's been okay. So I'm going to try to figure that out. That I'm gonna make my Southern style mac and cheese. My sister-in-law asked me for the recipe this morning, and so I figured I would just sort of walk through it. I have just this like Western family Save-On Foods pasta, elbow pasta. I like kind of doing this. The 900 grams, last time on Thanksgiving, made 2 of these. So I'm going to do exactly half. So 900 grams, half of that. And I have this huge pot and I put a lot of, isn't that sea salt? No, it's not sea salt, Himalayan salt, which is a little bit stronger. The water will be great. So I'm preheating my oven to 350 and now I'm gonna get the like dairy products out. This cooking. This is 3 eggs. It's like scrambled eggs, I guess, with milk and pepper and salt. I have no idea how much milk I put in. I just eyeballed it. But this makes like a 1/4 for the mixture. So what I'm gonna do is, when these are cooked, strain the water, butter the noodles, like just put in butter to get them like all not sticking together. And then I'll come back. For this part, I have you in my cabinet because I have a better way. So in terms of butter, I'll show you the pot. It looks like this. It's a lot of pasta. Pasta. Ugh, it's sounding more Canadian every day. It just drives me crazy. This is gonna sound dumb, but I use the Earth Balance, which is not real butter. I know this dish is dairy. If you're sensitive to things like that, I apologize. But I do try to balance it out. This is just the butter I have. I actually don't even have real butter. So I'm gonna use like this much because it's a lot, again, it's a lot of pasta. In terms of butter, there's not really like, you can overdo it and do too much. If you do too much, then it'll be like soppy. Like the moisture of the butter and the cheese, like the grease of the cheese will not necessarily evaporate. It just depends. But I'm finding now, and this melts pretty great if the food is hot. So if you are using Earth Balance, it does work. I just constantly stir it till it does melt. And I'm feeling confident that this is enough butter. So, but eyeball it, do what you want. That's probably a tablespoon. Maybe like a heaping tablespoon. Oh, I wasn't recording. Okay, so I keep doing this. I need to smarten up. So this is what it looks like. The heat. So yeah, it looks like this. I could put more cheese in, but I'm not going to. It looks saucy enough. It looks evenly coated. So what I'm gonna do is in my lasagna pan, I'm gonna fill halfway, not all the way, half of what's in the pot, I'm gonna put into my lasagna pan. So that's half, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a thin, even layer of cheese on top, like that. Now this is the middle. And so now this is the full thing, and now what I have to do is I'm going to cover it with cheese now. Now I've actually never done this step before, but I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts in with the mixture of the cheese, just because of the protein factor and the omega-3 factor. It's high in fat, but I'll just try to eat less portions at each sitting. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's like you can't see the seeds in, but it's fine. So yeah, it's going in. I'm gonna cover it 350 for 40 minutes. Not much cheese left. I didn't actually use as much as I thought, but almost half of a kilo, almost. I brought it just a little bit too long, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes too long, but it'll be delicious.